So what comes to mind when you think of Nintendo's failed systems? The 64DD? Perhaps. The Virtual Boy? Well, definitely. But arguably I'd say the most well-known failure of theirs is the Wii U. It dropped in 2012 with a resounding... Yeah, so the Wii U has been well documented that it failed for a number of reasons. The poor marketing, not many heavy-hitting titles, and Nintendo themselves kind of giving up only a couple years in. Not that there wasn't anything good to be found here, because the stuff to play on Wii U was the stuff to play. Nintendo Directs also started around this time, so I'd say that's also a big win. And the handheld system that was paired alongside the Wii U was actually a success for them. The 3DS released the year prior, and unlike the Wii U, it sold quite well. Not as much as its predecessor, but it worked out quite well for them. There were so many great titles on the 3DS, like Mario Kart 7, New Leaf, Tomodachi Life, 3D Land, and so much more. Again, there was good to be found during this time, but it was mainly brought down by the Wii U. It's safe to say that the Switch saved them immensely, because they could really not afford another failure. They've wanted to distance themselves so much from the Wii U that they've been putting all of its good games on the Switch so no one will feel the need to buy a Wii U. Of course, the most egregious example of this is the topic of this video, the fact that they've killed off the Wii U and 3DS's online capability. Now this isn't new for any modern console, especially Nintendo, because they've killed off the DSi and Wii prior to this. But the Wii U and 3DS just sting a tad more. The eShop was home to many original titles, along with a lot of virtual console stuff that's now just gone. The online scene was much bigger too, like with Splatoon for example. It's a game that relies heavily on online multiplayer, and now without that, what's the point of even playing it? With Splatoon 2 and 3's existence, there's really no reason to play the first one anyway, but still. This is why, ultimately, I feel a bit bittersweet about the Wii U dying. I had some good memories with it, like playing a lot of party games with family and friends, and a ton of LEGO games. LEGO City Undercover is peak, don't at me. I had a blast playing Smash 4 and Mario Kart 8 when they came out, and I got hooked on Splatoon thanks to some YouTube Let's Plays. But the Switch is a massive step up from this console, and I just love that one so much more. On the other hand, the 3DS is something I think I'll still cherish. It still has a handful of exclusives and a lot more games that don't specifically rely on online support. I played this system more than the Wii U back then anyway, and I still boot it up from time to time to check my old Tomodachi Life save and play some old DS games. That's what my Wii U has turned into anyway, a way to play my old Wii games. The 3DS I actually still play games made specifically for it. Anyways, I'll just wrap up my thoughts on these systems and their generation as a whole. They were a big part of my childhood, and I'll always remember how much fun I had with them. The 3DS especially was awesome. I think Nintendo still fumbled the bag on this one, and I'm glad that they got a rebound with the Switch. While the company and its morals might be changing over time, the Switch is still a fundamentally better system than the Wii U ever was. But in the end, thank you Wii U and 3DS for providing me with a solid experience in gaming. Even if next door the party was way louder.